Welcome everyone to the Relentless Undead. I'm your host Robert, and today I'm going to be playing some Fallout 76 with my wife Tammy. If you'd like to check us out on YouTube and on Twitch, you can under our respective usernames. For myself, it's the Relentless Undead, and for Tammy, it is Tamapanda. We also have a community Discord, so if you guys want to check it out, it should be the link below. I do not know how long we're going to be playing this game. We were supposed to be playing with Zeofate and someone else. However, I do not know when they'll show up or if they're going to show up. I know Zeofate eventually will. I don't know if the other person is, so I'm going to be messaging Zeofate here in a moment and just be like, yeah. I know Tammy is going to be doing her stuff.
Thanks for the resubscribe on my affiliate anniversary.
Okay.
Little Koshka. I got your paw. What are you going to do about it? Just reef on it until I let go? Little Koshka kitten.
Okay. Yeah, everything's good there. So, no event is started right now. I don't care about my dailies and weeklies. Everything's looking pretty good. Tammy's just going to be doing her thing. I'm just going to be chilling out, I think, right here. I know it's not going to be that exciting, but not much I can do to help her. Okay.
Do you want me to start up a team or?
No. I guess I'll get some information. Things. I was just going to do your stuff.
Okay.
But if you really want me to start up a team, I'll start up a team.
Sure.
There. Team started. That way, if she completes stuff, I'll get coins.
Okay. So, let's travel to Foundation. Exterior.
Yeah, I haven't got any indication that he's even read my message.
It's fun. We were talking like there's not much in this game that we want to do except for the raids, and if he's not around, then we can't really do the raids. So, in theory,
yeah, no, I completely understand that aspect of things.
we'll probably just play for like a little bit of time here, and then we're gonna jump off and get food, and then just call it for the night.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tammy's just doing her what is it called? Her
Dailies.
foundation and her foundation and her trader stuff.
Yeah, daily.
They're not really. I wouldn't really classify them as dailies when she's usually going, because I classified the challenges as dailies.
Excellent.
Well, no, it's that
I
those
know,
quests
I know.
are.
But you'll have to wait until you're closer to get an exact fix on
What are they
it.
called? My wrap-ups.
Yeah.
Get my wrap-ups done. Okay, under data. Daily quest, vital equipment. Bum bum bum.
Great. Wow. At least it's
That's
nice.
not too far. Have I been here? No. It's a bit of a trek. I'll go here and then travel up. Little Koshka kitten. Okay.
Bam.
Where am I going? This way?
Yeah, moving this thing fucking just a little bit down further has saved my base dramatically. Pumpkin Boy. Oh, you're playing with your sister? Oh, okay. He started making like his murr noises.
Yeah,
Like if he was like,
I'm actually in the same boat. Like the only stuff that I really have to do is the Skyline stuff for quests. Other than that, it's wait until the new season.
yeah.
Of course, I really need to start actually doing expeditions, but I just can't be bothered. They're too grindy and repetitive.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I was like happy that my what was it?
Trogs
Yeah.
only took one shot.
Yeah, because the last time we had done those and trogs were available, I just harvested a bunch of them then. So luckily I didn't have to do a whole lot.
Well, at least the new thing's gonna pop up on Thursday or Tuesday.
Yeah, and I'm also a little worried about that. Like, I'm hoping there's achievements behind it. And not just,
New content.
here's the ghouls. Because if it's here's the ghouls, I'll probably play it for a bit. Then afterwards, I'm probably going to stop because I was like, the ghouls themselves, as cool as it is to be a ghoul, what am I doing? Like, after a certain point, what am I doing with this ghoul?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't blame you for that at all. I've honestly had the same thoughts a couple of times.
Like
the only reason why I kept logging in and doing the daily challenges is simply because it was giving me extra gold bullion.
yeah. But no, like, the thing is like, the, what's it called there? The Skyliner stuff. I really wish there was an achievement for that.
Even if it's just one, where it's completing the main story of it.
Well, usually when they do achievements like that, there's usually like 5 is usually what I see a lot of people doing. Giving them all like about a 20, like somewhere between 25 and 50 points. So you're looking at getting about 250 points of XP or achievement score. But usually, like at that point in time, it's like a couple quest missions. So like complete the first one, complete a middle one, and complete the last one, basically.
And then collect a new item.
Or in this case,
Kill a new
kill
enemy.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kill like 100 lost.
Yeah.
Something like that would have been fine. Like, kill 100 lost and then like do that one mission. That one either the raid one where you have to fight against the monsters, or the other one where you had to do the electricity.
Yeah, the only reason why I really want to try to get the raid done.
No, I'm not talking about the raid. I'm talking about the one with the big robots.
Oh yeah, the event.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yes. But yeah, as for the raid, I kind of like, I get it. It was a cool idea, but it also was like, when we did it, it was like skin of our fucking teeth. I'm not quite sure why.
They overpowered the raid.
Seemed it's pretty violent.
Apparently, that's what their goal was.
If we could respawn, it would have been perfectly balanced.
Vital equipment is
But
done.
with the amount of one hit insta kills,
Yeah.
it's yeah. The only reason why I want to try to get pushed through it is because I've never seen a tier 4 any of the modules or anything else like this.
Yeah.
And yet Mud claims that he's selling them and everything else like this, and I've even looked in his shop and I haven't seen any. So I'm thinking they're locked until you completed the raid. Or until you've gotten a tier 4 legendary. But that's just my assumption.
Yeah. No, and it'd be nice to actually get that done, because it's like, it would be something that would actually be really cool to actually be able to get done and get that armor.
Good.
Yeah.
Had a hunter
As
You wanna
well.
Find a corpse? Well, that's fine. Maybe the others got there first.
Yeah, that armor does look cool.
Just send a message.
But yeah, the issue is that
Knife.
you need 3 people,
You know, use what you got.
and it feels like you need to be spec'd a certain way, and it's just, I don't know if we're spec'd the wrong way, or if we're just doing something wrong, or what.
Better double those generators.
From what I've seen of the later stages and everything else like this,
Lilith was
It's-
up there too.
the only one we needed to really spec properly for was the very first boss. And that's because you only have so much opportunity to kill him. Because as soon as the 3 bunkers are toast, you're screwed if you don't kill him right away.
Yeah.
And with the amount of fire he's laying down and how fast it can drop some of your hit points, yeah, I can understand needing to spec a specific way to deal with him. But like the mole miners, I'm fine with the mole miner section, with the exception of the mole miners being 1-hit kills.
Yeah, because they when we were doing it, they were legitimately guarding the one spot. Yeah, that's my actual cat name's Lilith. And I got that one, and I was like, oh, I'm just name her Lilith.
Yeah, like if I don't care if they did like 25 or 50% damage to you, to your health on one hit. But give us more than one hit.
Or even if you could actually, like, damage them, like,
or
reset
make
them
it
or
so
something.
or make it so there's only one in there, not multiple.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's my opinion.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem that I have with it is the fact that I understand what they were trying to do. But the other problem behind it is the fact that if you're not actually good at this game, like, where you break the fucking game, then you can walk through that 7, 8, 9 times without a problem. But unless you, like, spec in such a way that, you're theoretically breaking the game, metagaming it, or not metagaming, opting,
like
whatever.
using like a bloody build. Because evidently a bloody build will rip through that first boss like nothing. Which is bullshit, because you're trying to tell us that, to really succeed at this, we have to have our character built a specific ways. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me
And it
wrong.
wouldn't
We had fun when we did the first fight. It was the challenge. It was the figuring this shit out. And it was the, oh shit, type deal. That was really well done, but there was just that no sense of
This is still America.
accomplishment.
Well, the other problem that I have is, like, with how this game, or the entire game goes, is that if I wanted to do that
Probably right,
whole thing,
I guess.
I would have to, like, change up my character completely, because if my character isn't the one that goes through, let's say it's one of my alternate characters where I did a bloody build, I'm screwed, because I can't trade myself the items.
Yeah. That's one thing that I honestly think that they've kind of oopsed on, is have a camp item like the ammo box or the stash box or something like that allows you to send a limited number of things to your other characters.
I was gonna say
You can't send them to other people. They're sent to your own characters.
I was gonna say, like, in Borderlands, the claptrap storage or whatever.
Yeah, that like that locker, for instance. I think that would be a good thing to do.
Can I cross this name off my list?
Like maybe have it limited so you can send 5 items.
So you're due some payment.
And then you'd have to log into that character and pull the 5 items out, type deal.
Yeah.
Axel don't get his shit together.
Yeah. I am done my 2.
Yeah,
wrap-ups.
like the Destiny vaults.
I was about to say that.
That was Mana that was mentioning that in your chat.
I know, that's why I was about to say it.
But yeah, something like that would be really good.
Yeah, it's also like if you're, I also think it's like one of those things where, like, it used to be, I could be wrong, but it used to be this thing with the scoreboards, is that you unlocked something on the scoreboard with the wrong character, you couldn't use it for your other characters. Which is also something that's really weird. Like, theoretically, right now, if I were to want to buy, like, how Jay was talking about the fact of the bullion, it's, you have to buy the bullion on that certain character, or you can't buy it.
Yeah.
And then the item that you bought can't work with all your characters. It can only work with the one you bought it on. So it's kind of like, ugh, it's annoying.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the schematics that you have to buy with bullion or stamps should be account bound. Like, I can understand, that you can go buy the schematic with caps. I can understand that not being account bound. And I'm perfectly fine with that. But I really think that anything that you have to buy via bullion, because of how much they cost, and how long it can take you to get that
Yeah.
bullion, they really should be account bound.
The other thing is the fact that they really need to have the scrap box and the ammo box be account bound. Like, if you're gonna have Fallout first, they might as well, why not give you that extra benefit where all of your characters can use the same scrap box?
Yeah.
And then furthermore,
But then again, I've gotten the distinct impression that when they built the game, they built it under the premise of you're going to have this one character and that's it.
well, even if that's the case, like, that's fine. But then, if that's the case, then you need to make my stash box fucking bigger, and like you also need to make it so that like everything else kind of like shifts. Like, I think there should be 3 separate fucking inventories besides your personal one. There should be a vendor's inventory, where basically anything you put in your vendor's inventory doesn't add to the weight of your fucking stash box.
It's got like, well, you've got the 120 items in your vendor inventory. Anything that's in your vendor inventory doesn't show up in your normal stash. It's in a specific inventory bound to your character.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm of the opinion, like, okay, I've got something on display.
Yeah, again, that's the other one.
Don't put that. Yeah, to have those in a separate stash. Maybe not its own stash. I mean, if it's got a display in your camp and everything else like this, it should still be in the stash.
No, I
have it have its own category.
No, I think it should be not in your stash box. If you want to access it, you could maybe have like a secret little stash box or whatever like that. Same with like your other shit, like, so you can have like, different little stash boxes, but having it where like it's fucking not taking up space, because like I have so much shit that's on display because I thought it'd be kind of cool, and then like I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, my next character, I'm definitely not gonna have anything on display because I can't fucking afford like this space.
That navigating through your stash box when you have a bunch of stuff on display or for sale, it's like your notes. The top half of your note list is taken up by the shit you have on sale.
Yeah.
Like, if you're interacting with the vendor, fine. Otherwise, stick that shit on the bottom. Because I don't need to wade through everything I got displayed in my fucking camp and vendor to find the one piece of equipment I actually fucking want out of that category.
Artisan's Corner has everything you need to make your next survival project a success.
But, hell, that's me.
No, I get it. Like I said, I honestly think that the vendor should have its own inventory, so that way it's easier to fucking navigate. Like, not just navigate, but also just like, it's not taking up huge amounts of my space in my,
Yeah. Like the Vintage Meyer Magic Moonshine. Why the fuck don't they just have that stacked as, oh, you've got 8 or 10 of those in there? Why are you listing them each individually? I mean, I can understand if, like, for power cores, because they all got different levels.
But no, like I said, it's just, yeah.
But then again, I'm also one of those that wishes there was a filter that we could go like, hey, if you pick up this item, automatically drop it. So like the Raiders journal entry. So I'm not picking that crap up anymore.
But yeah, no, I think that honestly, my personal opinion is they need to do one of two things. They either need to make my stash box bigger, like
double the size,
almost double the size, or at least even just half the size. Like, Go to from 12 to 18, like something. Or they need to separate, so whatever's in your vending machine doesn't count for that weight, and whatever's on display doesn't count for that weight.
Hey, even make it a quest where you got to go do questing to find this old vending machine that's got this compartment in it or something like that.
Because the concept is, if you're going to start doing stuff like that, it's just adding extra steps to a mechanic that you don't need to add extra steps to be fair. Because then not everyone will know about it, and not everyone will have access to it. It should just be something that everyone has access to. I think the vault thing, having the vault being a little quest is already silly enough. Having the backpack being a quest is already silly enough.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there shouldn't be any limits on what I put in the vaults.
I can understand why they don't want to put certain things in the vaults. I get it. Because, they want to... Oh, it's not working. They want to have it where you, you can't put, the popcorn, or, anything that does that, because theoretically they're still working on... if you were to destroy your entire base right now, just using this as an example... everything that's in your tea maker or your coffee maker or your purified water stuff or your pemmican or any of the stuff that generates things, all that shit goes straight into your storage container, your stash.
Okay, and
I think that's why they don't do the concept of allowing those to be in your vault.
But the thing is the vaults are static.
Yes, but I think
you building a camp, putting a vault entrance in, your vault in your other camp. Even if you destroyed that base, everything in that base.
I know this, Shay. Trying to state that I think because the fact that your thing is always theoretically there, it has probably problems in the back end with coding.
Oh, so it may not be loaded. Yeah, no, I could see that, them not loading that space at all when you're not in it or somebody is not in it, so nothing would generate during that period of time.
Yeah, so something like that. So because of that, to prevent it from having that issue, they just were like, you know what, we're just not going to allow you to do it. And I get it, and it's annoying because I would like to have had a couple things in there, but I get why they didn't do it.
Yeah, it's mechanic-wise we understand, gameplay-wise we don't.
Yeah. So again, I'm going to accept that and just move on. Well, the problem is that the stash is having like I said, I think that even if you want to limit me about how much shit I can put in fucking my vaults for display purposes, not just shit, but display purposes, like the weight of it, or even if they don't want to do fucking that, when we put it on display, could you cut the weight in a
make
huge
it a
fraction? Yeah,
make it a tenth of the weight.
Do the same thing with the vending machine. Even that would be fine because that would cut out a huge amount of weight as well. Because it would go from having all the shit I don't have a lot of shit. Don't get me wrong, but the weight of things do.
Yeah, in your vending machine at 120. If you only have a single individual item at 120 for schematics. That's still 30 fucking pounds. And that's not counting if you have multiples. Like the chemistry workbenches you got there. You have 11 of them.
I know.
So that's 2.5, 2 3/4 pounds right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm aware. I have a bunch of that shit too. I get that. So I understand that, some of those do add up. It's actually 3 pounds of the chemistry workstation.
Yeah, for something that is literally everybody has. Because you start with it.
but like, which the only reason I don't get rid of those, I'm going to get rid of some of those. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not like I know I could get rid of some of that weight. Don't get me wrong. But the point being is the fact that even if I didn't get rid of those ones and all the other ones, there's still fairly heavy shit in here. Like a piece of paper, basically. This is a piece of fucking paper, more or less.
Yeah.
And it's 1/4 of a pound.
Yeah. Like a Nuka-Cola is like a pound or something like that.
They have a lot of those in there too.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of which,
Which the
I
other
should
thing they should have
probably
released.
join in and buy them from you.
Yeah, I have 2 pound. What? That doesn't even make sense.
No, they weigh point one each.
Oh, they both okay. Yeah, see, so why did Nuka-Colas weigh less than fucking the schematics?
I think the idea behind the schematics is because it's not one piece of paper; it's multiple.
Still, I never see a binder of paper. Still doesn't weigh as much as a glass bottle of pop.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the other thing I was going to state is they really also need to have a Nuka-Cola machine or something that's like similar to the display thing, but its own individual stash, kind of like how like the like there's the candy stuff and all that shit,
Like-
but like something
like the
like where
Wells.
you can kind of, but something where you can put it all your like one type of item in there, like let's say Nuka-Cola, and it kind of compresses it, like cutting down the weight.
Yeah. But I think the reason why they didn't do that is simply because it's just the reason why they're bitching about the stash size already is because they're going like, well, it takes too much data storage, too much air. It's just overall, it just takes too much everything.
Yeah.
Which is like, well, tough.
How unfortunate.
I mean, I can kind of understand. I mean, they've got how many players? And yes, the stash is going to take up data and cause
Do you know what
larger
also takes
save
up data?
sizes.
When you kill an enemy and his body degrades, and on the ground he leaves his fucking items. Have you seen that?
Yeah, but I also know that those items are on timer.
Yeah, but the problem being is that them existing at all, that takes up space. You could just get rid of. Like putting them in a bag is one thing because it's kind of like, in my opinion, putting it in the bag is kind of like, okay, like, you know, this is like something you have to go into. Then it allows us to load up what's there. I've literally seen like where someone has come killed everything. They didn't destroy the body, so like the body just degrades into the slime pile, then it degrades from the slime pile into just actual raw resources.
Yeah,
They're just laying there for a while.
It's the slime pile. Only people who have damaged the entity can gain access to the inventory in the slime pile.
Yeah, that's fine.
Otherwise, it just shows empty. And then when it degrades into the raw resources, it's then open for anyone.
Yeah, but no, most people don't need those raw resources.
Oh, dang. I know. But it's just, that's the
What you
kind of
dang,
procedure.
Boop, boop. Pop out of my armor. Craft.
Oh, God. This stupid Fletcher Farm interview. I've only done the damn quests. It's all done. Quit shoving it in my inventory.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, we can get off, Thames. Well, yeah, I think this is where we're gonna get off.
Have some boots.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you guys enjoyed this, you guys can check out more from me and Tammy and Jay under our usernames. Myself, it's The Relentless Undead. For Tammy, it's Tamapanda. And for Jay, it's Zeofate. We also have a community Discord. Should be linked below. We'll be playing Fallout a lot more once Tuesday rolls around, which is only in 2 days. Until I get either completely fucking bored with that or... Yeah, and we'll see how things go from there.
We have any
Hopefully the season has some cool items. For what?
Do we have any idea what we're going to play once we no longer going to bother with 76?
We'll get to that bridge when we fucking cross that bridge when we get to it.
Fair enough.
Because like we could still play it. Like again, like I don't know how the cool stuff's going to be. Like it could be fun. It's fun. It could be an interesting experience, or it could have achievements, or it could have nothing, and we could be fucking terrible. You know, it could be that the season looks really cool, and we basically do the season where we basically just sign on for 3 days. We'll figure out when we get there. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.